Hey everybody, so I got a request on the video about if you could only do 10 exercises for the rest of your life, what would they be? To do one about if you could only eat 10 foods for the rest of your life, what would they be? So I thought that'd be fun. There's a participation video. Feel free to put your list below if you're interested. Um, should be fun, you know. I promise not to lecture anybody about what they eat. uh, if you're like me, all these things are subject to change as you learn and grow. So anyway, I sketched out my list of 10, and here it is. Now, okay, real quick though, I gotta say, I did not move to a third world tropical awesome environment to only eat 10 foods for the rest of my life, okay? Actually, behind me right now, if you could spot them, there's more than 10 foods locatable in the jungle, you know? And many awesome varieties of great things that we're blessed to be able to cultivate here. But if it was only 10, oh, one more thing, by the way, a person could thrive on 10 foods if you pick or if you have access to 10 really, or even less, is possible. If these foods really cover your essential nutrients and in forms that are, you know, in good quality and things you can digest well, you know, I could live really well in 5 foods if I had to, but fortunately I don't. So let's go with a list of 10. Um, I don't think we need to be too strict here. I'm not going to count herbs, just things that have like considerable amount of calories, you know, um, macronutrients in abundance, etc. So this is what I came up with real quick off the top of my head based on how we live here. Number one, I put bread. Now, I don't mean what you buy in a store. I mean the type of bread that my wife makes for me. It's like really high protein bread. Um, I don't even have those recipes or understand how it's done, but it's awesome. I know what's in it. I usually eat one every night. I never get tired of it. It's got like 100 grams of protein in what I eat, which is awesome. I do intermittent fasting, so you know that's why I would eat so much protein at one time. But she makes very awesome custom bread you can't find anywhere else. I never liked bread at all. I don't do gluten. I don't do refined stuff, and you know the breads I found in society actually were like harmful to me. So I didn't eat any kind of bread for decades. But now, because of the excellent scenario I'm in, and my awesome wife, I actually put it at the top of the list. I never get tired of it, like I say, enjoying it every single day. And there's very few foods I could say that for. Straight behind me, some of the tall trees you see are breadfruit trees, and the fruit that it grows can be made into bread, and that's one of the awesome ingredients that makes this some of her bread recipes so excellent tasting as well as healthy. So anyway, I'm just say bread, okay? But custom awesome jungle bread. Number two, duck eggs. We have our own ducks here, lots of them. We love them. They're like pets. And we also have chickens, which make great eggs. But the reason I prefer the duck eggs personally, it's like all yolk. When you pop open the shell, pretty much all yolk, like big old yolk. So they're even really good raw that way. I don't like eating raw egg whites because they're hard to digest and they tend to rob a couple nutrients from the body. I'm not saying it's a bad thing if you do it. I'm just saying that to me, the duck eggs are better because either cooked or raw, it's basically all yolk. So that gives you every essential nutrient for human beings except for vitamin C, literally. Um, and that's awesome. Obviously, there's a lot of utility to that. You know, it even covers essential fatty acids because our ducks are eating a very natural diet filled with wild things, so they have a good omega-3 to omega-6 ratio. You got your fat solubles, you got your B12. Like I say, it actually has every essential nutrient to build your body from except for vitamin C. And obviously, I am surrounded by things with vitamin C, so that's covered by other things. For number three, I wrote cacao. We have a lot of cacao trees. I'm a self proclaimed, happy to admit it, cacao addict. I love raw cacao for a lot of reasons. And yes, it's an herb and it's the most complex food ever studied, supposedly. And it's amazing in a lot of different ways, but it's also a food. It's high calorie. It's a nut. It's got fats and proteins and lots of magnesium and minerals and phytonutrients and um, antioxidants that are really high and special, and a lot of really cool medicinal effects. Okay, for your body and mind. Um, Number four, tropical stinging nettle. I wrote. If you're going to limit me to 10 things, we have a lot of tropical stinging nettle growing here. And ounce for ounce, it has the same amount of whole, complete protein in it that chicken does. And it has a lot of other better things in it. It's loaded in minerals, loaded in antioxidants, loaded in vitamins. It's a blood cleaner, but also a blood builder. So it cleans your lymph system and your blood system and really builds up your blood really well. Yeah, like I saw it when I started eating a lot of it. My complexion got better immediately. So that says better blood, you know. And it's pretty tasty. You got to cook it because otherwise the stinging nettles will punish you severely for trying to eat it raw. But once you cook it or steam it pretty good, it's very digestible. It's very versatile green, plant type food that you could include with a lot of different types of dishes because green vegetables actually will properly food combine with almost any kind of food except for fruits. Okay. And green vegetables really should probably be a part of just about any whole healthy diet that humans have. I'm not saying there's no possible exception, but almost any really good complete diet is going to have some kind of green leafy sort of chlorophyll containing um, nutrients in it. Okay. So tropical stinging nettle is my winner there. Overall in the category of green leafy things. Number five, goji berries I included. We grow those here. They're awesome. One of the highest antioxidant foods. Um, they increase growth hormone levels in the body. They're extremely high in vitamin C. They have herbal benefits to your liver and kidneys, which benefits the rest of your body. They're really high level, awesome herbs. And they're foods. They have complete protein, all the essential amino acids in a berry, which is pretty awesome to get all that. So if I'm condensing down to eating 10 foods, of course I'm going to include things that really give me a lot for what they are. So goji berries. Number six, noni. Now, noni actually stinks. It smells like rotten cheese. I don't even like the taste of it at all, but of course I can throw it in a blender, mix it with something else, and cover that. But it's amazing survival food. It grows year round. It has a lot of vitality in it. And here's another thing that uh, I'll bet nobody's heard or mentioned before. Probably don't know. When it comes to blocking myostatin, increasing follistatin, which for one thing allows you to grow larger muscles easier and stronger. Um, epicatechin, I think is how you pronounce it. Cacao's high in it. That's a known thing. That's one of my favorite foods. Noni is actually pretty high in epicatechin. So I juice the leaves. I eat more than I eat the fruit. But it's all edible, so I'm just going to include the whole tree here and say noni. It's really good for connective tissues. It's got collagen synthesis, so this is another tendon, ligament, um, organ, gland. Your body's all held together with connective tissues, and this upgrades them. So it's got that awesome herbal action. It's got some nice mental effects. It's like an ACE inhibitor. It's got some other brain chemistry improving effects to it that I noticed right away taking it, and anything that makes my body give me the feedback that everything's more at peace and harmony. That's really good. That's really good for you. So, a person could write a book on all the benefits of any one of these things. I'm just skimming over some of the obvious bullet points of why they're awesome as I go along here. So I appreciate our noni trees. They're important friends. Let's see, what did I write next? Um, yeah, I wrote chayote. It's a Spanish potato, some people call it. It's a really nice starchy kind of a potato alternative that grows on vines here in the tropics, and we have a lot of it. It's delicious. It's really good for you. It's got a lot of health benefits. It's really rich. It's wonderful. So just to have something in my 10 that's kind of on the starchy side for, when I feel like I'm craving or using, more starchy kind of things, that's my go-to. Um, We have a few other things. We're growing a few types of sweet potatoes and stuff, but because that one grows wild here, it's a powerhouse of nutrients. It's awesome. It's versatile. Um, it tastes great. I put that on here to fill that slot. Then I said Abiu. I'm not even sure how you spell it, but I think that's how you pronounce it. It's an awesome tropical fruit. It's delicious. It grows easy. I enjoy it. I look forward to it. The best way to eat is to chill it in a refrigerator for a little while and then scoop it out and eat it. It tastes really good. Apparently, it tastes like custard. I never ate junk food, so I don't know what custard tastes like, but people that do say that that's what it tastes like. So, you know, I'm taking their word for that. It tastes great. It's a wonderful fruit, and it's really nice when it's chilled. So, and it's good for you. It's healthy, and it's easy to grow. And I wanted to just include some tropical fruit you may not have heard of. I know I didn't. There's a whole lot of things I didn't know existed until we moved here, and we're discovering new things all the time. It's actually absolutely incredible how many more types of fruits there are in a tropical environment than you've ever heard of when you live in like a more northern industrial environment. Nine, I included flax because it's obviously really high in omega 3s and we can grow it here. It's I've experienced a lot of really cool things from flax oil. Like for one thing, I'm just going to throw this in here because you might find it interesting. Um, One time when I had repeatedly been doing a certain lift, it was kind of like a really heavy trap bar deadlift. I was doing like once a week, doing my max out kind of thing, where I would kind of work up to 1 rep max. During that time period, I started consuming a lot of flax oil, and immediately on my next training session, I was able to lift a much heavier weight, like significantly. Like I jumped almost between 50 and 100 pounds, and that is the only change I can attribute it to. And I did a few experiments, and I definitely confirmed that at least for me, I was able to lift heavier when I'm consuming larger amounts of flax oil. Now, it's not like it's a nervous system stimulant. It's not like it's some kind of hormonal boost. Although you could say the phytoestrogens in it can actually increase testosterone levels. But I don't think that's what did it at all. My theory is that it reduced friction in my joints and connective tissues throughout my body. I think it lubricates everything so well that the joints, tendons, ligaments, muscles, muscle fibers themselves, I think everything was better lubricated and had less friction, which allowed me to move more weight because there was less internal drag, okay? Like putting a better motor oil in a motor so it runs better, longer, and gets better mileage and does less wear and tear because it's not working as hard. That's my theory. That's my working theory at this point on flax oil. So I just said flax, the flax plant. You can build things out of flax, I guess. You can like make clothing or something. So it's a super versatile plant. But I included it as a food because it's that awesome. And I'm a real big fan of having a lot of omega 3s in your diet. And, there's a whole bunch of benefits to it: better circulation, immune system, um, energy, metabolism, skin, hair, organ health, all kinds of things. And flax oil is my favorite omega 3 source. Okay. Now, granted, my omega 3s are covered by the duck eggs, but I appreciate extra omega 3 so much I went ahead and included flax, even on a list of 10. So that tells you I value it, obviously. And number 10, just for like bodybuilding purposes, because I use it, is organic pea protein. Okay. Obviously, people that build muscle, when you're doing like some kind of muscle building phase, it is really convenient and useful to have a protein supplement. I'm not saying you have to have one, but it's convenient, it's useful, it's versatile, and if you get one you digest well that's healthy for you, organic non-GMO pea protein is an awesome protein source, unless you happen to have like an allergy to pea protein or something like that. But I love it, and it fits well in my plant-based diet. It fits in various recipes. In the past I had tried like whey, and it was absolutely horrible for my guts and my health and my well-being. So, this was a great alternative. I had given up on protein powders because you don't really need them. But then when I discovered, pea protein, I was like, wow, this one's great. It's a plant food. It fits in my diet. It fits in my lifestyle. It's not something I have to have, but when bodybuilding, for example, I find it very useful. Okay, so those are my 10. Now, they're subject to change. Anything I say is subject to change as I learn more and experience more and have more to reflect on. And I hope you operate the same way because the last thing humanity needs is to be stuck for thousands and thousands of years with outdated ideas. All right, so feel free to post yours below. Feel free to share. This should be fun. Um, People, everybody's going to be curious what different people would do, limited to 10 foods. You can either use what would be your ideal 10 foods, or you could do what I did, which is actually 10 things I have access to and use right now. Um, Granted, these are almost probably my ideal 10 foods, but I suppose if I think about it longer, I could refine this list to be even a little bit sharper that way. But off the top of my head and the things I got going on right now, these are really good choices for me. And I wouldn't say there's any wrong answers here. There's only answers that could be made better with time, right? So feel free to share yours and have fun with it. Much love, everybody. Over and out for now.